All right, we're just going to cut right to the chase. We got a new fragrance that we're going to talk about. We're talking about from the house of Day 3. This is Escándalo. All right, stick around. All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and you're watching SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit as we talk about more of the fragrances. And I've got another review for you today of something that recently I got into my collection. I've actually had some time to spend a little time with it, so we're going to talk about what this fragrance is. All right, but before we do that, listen, do me the favor, of course, as always, I ask you, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good, and if you're here, you're probably doing that. And then also, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, and share. Do me that honor. That definitely helps the channel grow as we're sticking around here for a bit. All right, so as far as Day 3, my first introduction to Day 3 was a discovery set that I got. It's been a little less than a year now that I got the discovery set from Day 3. Enjoyed a lot of the things that are in there. There was nothing in there that was bad. There were just a couple of things that were not on my radar as far as I need to have, right? But there was about 4 or 5 that I was like, yeah, they're going to make it its way into the collection at some point. Since then, I've added, this is my second full bottle from Day 3. And they're actually made, the owner is probably about 30 minutes away from me over in an area called Queen Creek. He actually has a boutique over there now. So I've been over there twice now, talked with him, met with him, and actually had a chance to put my nose on everything that they have, including the new release that, as of this, just came out maybe earlier this month. And it looks like he's working on something new, so I'll be over there to check that out as well. But Escándalo, this one that I got, Escándalo, was one that was out of that discovery set that I was like, yeah, gonna have to check it out. So opens up like this. You've got the card up there. So we're going to talk about notes. Bottle. There you go. Side there. Cap. All that fun stuff. It's hard to see, but the cap is embossed with Day 3 as well. All right. And so as far as the insert card that's here, insert card says this: Escándalo is an incredibly fresh and uplifting fragrance inspired by the break of dawn on a Dominican beach. It's also the first perfume to feature the sweet floral scent of Dominican daisy. So top notes: limon dulce, guava, tropical foliage. The heart is rose de mai, jasmine, and Dominican daisy. And then base is organics, vetiver, eaglewood, and white musk. All right, so cap not magnetic, but just slides in there really nicely. Nice pressurized atomizer. In the air, you get this very fresh, very clean, almost aquatic, but not like marine aquatic, just kind of like beach. I mean, it talks about the beach, but you almost get this kind of beach kind of vibe or sense from it. Very nice, very fresh, very clean. Little sweetness in there as far as, I think it's the lemon that I'm pulling out, the limon dulce that I'm pulling out. I don't have enough experience with guava to tell you that that's the guava note, right? I'm assuming that is blended in there. There is this kind of fruitiness that's there, but not like a really sweet fruit basket type of fruitiness. It's just kind of an underlying thing, in my opinion, as far as what I get on my nose. Go with it on skin. Give it a moment. Now, I've worn this before. This works really great for me. Where I am right now, we're talking 110. I think today is supposed to be, as of the filming this, 111 degrees. So hot, right? Works really well in this type of environment, this type of weather. Definitely, I look at this as a unisex fragrance. I think it is designed to be a unisex. In fact, I think last time I talked to Michael, one of the things he mentions that he makes all of his fragrances really, most of them are going to be unisex. I know the one that recently came out, which was a branded one or a collab one, is the one that leans probably more feminine than the others. But this one right here, definitely something that I'm wearing. My wife even liked it, so she may borrow it every now and then. But this, yeah, on skin, that sweetness is still there, but it's not, again, it's not a sugary sweetness, right? It's not like it's definitely not even a boozy sweetness. It's just kind of like a fruity sweetness that is just kind of lying there. There is, again, this fresh scent. It almost, and I'm wondering if it's the jasmine, but it almost comes off like linen, right? It almost comes off like fresh linen. It's kind of fresh cut cotton, linen, all those things. It's kind of the feel or the scent that I get off of this, off of skin. Yeah, as far as projection, this is not a room filler or room shifter, but it is one that you're going to have a nice scent trail. Performance is really good on this as far as what I've experienced in the couple of times that I've worn this. This right here, I've got this, like I said, this is my second one from the house of day 3. Again, I'm talking about Escándalo. This is my second one, and I'm glad with this. As far as how I got it, went over to, like I said, went over to the boutique. I went over with the intention of, I was trying to decide between this and one other, which was Bonnie. But I was like, yeah, we're going to go with Escándalo. Bonnie will probably be the next one that I pick up. But picked it up, got it home, loved it. Wife enjoys it. I've worn this to the office a few times. So yeah, because this is not an offensive fragrance. This is not one that you've got to kind of wrap your head around, or you got to wrap your nose around, or one that doesn't fit, most environments. Definitely a good one as far as just a daily wear. Definitely one for out and about. I don't want to call it a mass appeal, just because sometimes when I say mass appeal, I'm saying just kind of cookie cutter. This isn't a cookie cutter fragrance, but this is not a challenging scent. This is not a fragrance that you're going to be like, let me wrap my nose around it. This is a fragrance that you're going to get immediately, and I think you're going to enjoy immediately. If you're looking for something fresh, something clean, something with a little sweetness, a little fruitiness to it, and something that will last and do the things that you want it to do, this is a good one. All right. I'm getting away from giving numbers as far as 9 of 10 and 4 out of 3 and what all of that stuff. I'm getting away from that. But as far as my recommendation on this one, is something you might want to check out. In fact, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. I'm approaching 5,000 subscribers. Thank you to each of you, the 4,842 that have already subscribed. So the other 58 that of you all that need to come along that are watching this video right now, I see you, that haven't subscribed. When I hit 5,000, we're going to do a live. We're going to do some giveaways. And in fact, Michael and Vanessa over at Day 3 have already given me a discovery set that I can give away to one of you, my viewers of that live. So if you have not subscribed already, make sure you do that. But when I do have that, and I'll give you enough notice, I'll put that information out there. But when I have that live, definitely make sure you're in the place. You might have an opportunity to experience Day 3 as part of their discovery set. All right, that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've got experience with Escándalo. Put it in the comments. I have no problem with you saying if you have a different experience, then you have a different experience. This is subjective, but for me, I'm enjoying Escándalo. It is a good fragrance, good pickup, and one that's in my rotation right now. All right, that's it for this one. Again, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notification, share. Check out the videos that I've got probably around my face somewhere, and then we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.